In front of a crushing crowd of some 300,000 people, the man universally known as Lula assumed the presidency of a country in turmoil.
Viva a democracia! Viva o povo brasileiro!
His conviction on corruption charges overturned last year, returning for an unprecedented third term, an astonishing comeback welcomed by Brazilian leftists.
Estou muito feliz, muito emocionado.
This is a victory of democracy against fascism, says this Lula supporter. The carnival-like party on New Year's Day comes against a tense backdrop. Brazil is deeply divided after a nasty election campaign that saw Lula take on his far-right predecessor, Jair Bolsonaro, a polarizing figure with die-hard supporters, some of them weeping as Lula took over. Bolsonaro has refused to concede defeat. I asked myself where I went wrong and what I could have done better, he said in a message to supporters. Some of his voters have said without evidence the election was rigged. There have been riots in the capital. 4 have been arrested, accused of staging a coup to oust Lula. That's put police on edge. Bolsonaro himself was not part of the handoff. He's in Orlando, Florida. Lula's followers back home are happy to see him go.
As pessoas estão divulgando a questão do.
I am only finding cheerful people, this woman says.
So it really is a government of national reconciliation, national union, national reconstruction of Brazil's democracy.
The country's economy is in free fall and the streets are plagued by violence. This Brazilian political expert says Lula faces the fight of his life.
Because the country faces a serious political crisis, but also economic, social crisis. So if things start improving, and the challenge, of course, is going to have to deliver fast.
Climate activists in particular have high hopes for Lula. He's promised to save the Amazon rainforest from further development. JP Tasker, CBC News, Washington.